Hello everyone, this is the Instant Classic 7 again. Today I wanted to do a video of my top 10 matches of all time, what I thought. But TrueSlayer made a video regarding the WWE list for their top 10 tag teams. Now, before I give my 10, I just want to say that I realize that WWE probably has a bias against some tag teams, namely Steiners, among some other teams. But I think TrueSlayer is a little bit off here in saying that a lot of those teams don't deserve to be on the top 10 list. Because I feel that TrueSlayer makes videos, and because he has so much knowledge about wrestling history, he tends to include either, like, whether it be great matches, great wrestlers, great tag teams, or whatever. He tends to make them ones higher that are more historically significant than ones that say are actually good. For instance, personally, as a newer fan, I watched a Flair and Steamboat match, and a 5-star. Metzler rated a 5-star match on the Flair DVD, and I was honestly bored by it. I'm like, what the hell? This match got 5 stars. I would give this 3, maybe, you know. But then again, you have me watch the TNA 3-way, and that match just absolutely blows me away. That is 5-star plus for me. So I think that while a lot of the teams he mentioned were great, I think that he tends to bring others' opinions down because he has a different opinion of what a good tag team is, whether it be historically significant, in his opinion, what makes a good tag team, or teams that are actually good at wrestling. For instance, the Hardy Boys are actually a very good wrestling tag team, however, they weren't as influential as maybe some others were, so that's that. That's my small little rant there. But his list was very good. I made my list of teams that I went with teams that I've actually seen between my time in the 90s watching the WCW, watching some various matches from older times as much as I can, and teams from today. That's what my list is comprised of. I know I haven't been watching wrestling, probably haven't seen as much as a lot of you have today, but I'm going to start my list to make it quick. Number 10, I have LAX, very good team. I didn't like them at all when they first came out. I mean, when I first saw them, but they've grown on me. They're a very good team. I think I just basically didn't like them because they were heels, and I still was an internet fan back then, you know. I just hated them, you know, because they were so mean to Styles and Daniels and whatnot, so... but they're a very good team, wrestling-wise. Number 9, we have the Kings of Wrestling. If any of you don't know who that is the team of Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero. I think they were absolutely amazing as a team. Had some fantastic, very underrated matches in ROH. I think I was watching, I think it was Final Battle, and they had a match with the Briscoes. Holy shit. Like, I had half a mind to rate that match 5 stars. No one ever talks about it either. That's the thing. That blows me away. That show is all about Homicide and Danielson. I'm like, fuck, that match was amazing. How do you not talk about it? But, you know, whatever. Not my deal. So, number 8, we have the Rockers. Basically, I picked this one out of historical significance. That's where Shawn got his start. And Shawn turned out to be one of the biggest stars in WWE and essentially wrestling history. And I think that one of the big feuds that first got him over was the feud with Marty, and it would have never happened without the Rockers. So, I mean, unless the Rockers happened, there would really be no Shawn. And so that's why I thought that team was important. Number 7, I went with AMW. Oh my god, this was such a good team. Like, they had chemistry, they had everything. I know I said this a couple of videos ago in my Bound for Glory review, but TNA, why did you break these guys up? They were so good. You had I mean, people weren't really getting that sick of them. They weren't hogging the belts that much. And if they were, just take the belts off of them. I mean, it's that easy. And so, I mean, Harris moves to another company. Storm is in a drinking championship match or feud with Eric Young. Come on. They could have really been a force and could have really been a cornerstone of what I thought TNA had really well going a couple years ago was their tag team division. And AMW was a huge part of that, and now not really anymore. So, number 6 on my list, Hart Foundation. Basically, same as Rockers, historical significance. Hart Foundation is really what got Bret Hart over. Got fans familiar with him, and Bret was one of also the cornerstones of the WWE. So that's why they're in there. Number 5 is the Hardy Boys. I tend to think people don't realize how influential the Hardy Boys actually were. I mean, I know maybe it's just me, but a lot of guys around here, if they know wrestling, they're not into it anymore, but they'll still say they're fans of the Hardy Boys. I mean, they were I would say, like 10-year-old to about 14-year-olds, favorite team, because they were, badass, or gothic, or I don't know even what the hell they were, but so really irrelevant. They're a great team and more influential than I think a lot of people may think. Number 4, I have the Briscoe brothers, current Ring of Honor. No, they are not current Ring of Honor world champions. I don't know why I said that. Great team right here. Awesome wrestling. Really need some more time to get their historical significance down, but I think by the time they're done, they should have that pretty much down pat. They've really revolutionized another style of tag team wrestling, I think, in Ring of Honor and just in wrestling in general, and has really revived what TNA left off in 2006 and revived it in ROH in 2007. So it was good for them. Number 3, Team 3D, another one. My vote is for historical significance. 20 tag team title reigns. I've actually got to watch them a lot in some old ECW tapes. I don't have a couple, but some old ECW matches I have, and some TNA stuff they've really done is great. They're absolutely amazing on the mic. They're so good on the mic. So wrestling wise, could be better, but you know what? This is my list, so I'll rate it how I want. Alright, number 2, Harlem Heat. Definitely one of my favorite teams of all time. I think Booker and Stevie were just so great together. They were really the tag team division in WCW. And I really enjoyed watching them. They had a lot of great matches with a lot of not so great teams in WCW. Like matches that really shouldn't have been that great were absolutely awesome because Booker and Stevie could pull it out, and they deserved every tag team title run that they got. So that's that. I thought, Harlem Heat is definitely, I think, one of the most underrated tag teams of all time. And number 1, the Steiners. Amazing team right here. Rick and Scott. I remember watching some of their stuff from WCW, and I thought it was great. And they say there's even better stuff from Japan and even from NWA. And I've seen their one of their cage matches. Or was that not cage match? War Games with Sting and someone else against the Four Horsemen. Amazing matches. So good. They're just really great. So once again, I'm a new wrestling fan, so I haven't seen much of, for instance, the Road Warriors, Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express. Even though I hear they are amazing tag teams, I haven't seen a lot of their stuff, so I intend on doing so. I just really am not sure where and don't really have the finances to right now, but I'm sure once I do see some of their stuff, I will be inclined to possibly do another one of these lists and include them on it. So I hope you all have enjoyed my take on the greatest tag teams in wrestling, and I hope to have a Raw review up tomorrow for you guys. So thanks, I'm out.